Alright, shall we carry on?
Okay, 1 second. Yeah.
It's all the easier to poison millions of Jews if you don't think of them as human beings and instead consider them to be mindless robotic machines waiting to be exterminated.
No one has said that humans are mindless.
If Hawking's book had existed at the time of Hitler, Nazi crimes would have no doubt been carried out under the name of science, and the idea that Jews were mere soulless animals to be exterminated at will would have been branded a scientific idea as well, and anyone who opposed that idea would have been called unscientific.
Holy shit.
Bullshit.
This is crazy. This is insane, to be honest.
Can we ask him to take his cart elsewhere because no one's buying his bullshit here?
Yeah. But the sad thing is, you go to his website and there's people who buy his stuff. Not just literally believe him, but they buy his books, his videos, everything. And this guy, he is insane. There's no other way to... He's a nutcase. He is not right in the head, the shit he's coming out with here.
No. Well, so am I, but at least I try to be entertaining about it.
I mean, this is like the biggest... He's gone from Hawking to Hawking. I mean, I'll give him credit that he's not gone with Darwin caused the Holocaust. He's actually gone with Stephen Hawking, which is quite an incredible feat. Because Hawking was born quite a bit after that. So.
Well, I think it's because we all secretly know it. The Illuminati put a time machine in his wheelchair, and he has to go back on missions for the New World Order to fix the past.
Yeah.
I can imagine the TV series made out of that.
Yeah.
Dr. Hawkins.
We've got to get to the end of this.
Behind every madman, there is a distorted philosophy that denies people their humanity. Stephen Hawking turns out to be a strong proponent of this very thing, denying people their humanity.
No one has denied anyone their humanity.
No, and I'm willing to say Stephen Hawking would never say, I deny your humanity, or you're human, or you're conscious, or anything. I'm willing to bet a year's wages on that Stephen Hawking would never say anything like that.
Unless he was talking to a computer screen. Because, does this guy actually believe the shit he comes out with, or is it kind of an Alex Jones, I'm just saying it for Tills type thing?
He is linked with him and Alex Jones are good friends.
Oh.
And he does stand in for Alex Jones on the Alex Jones show.
Oh, that explains so much.
Yeah, let's carry on.
Yeah,
it is
actually
no coincidence,
reduces
by
my
the way,
opinion
that
of
science,
Alex Jones.
which gave us the atomic bomb and other technologies with which to carry out mass genocide, has also given us the philosophical pretext under which that...
In case you didn't know, I think most of the people involved, if not all of the people involved with developing the nuke, and certainly the people involved with the decision to use it, did not believe that humans were not conscious. So you kind of shot yourself in the foot.
Yeah.
Genocide may be justified.
No.
Remember, too, that on the first page of his book, Hawking complained that ethics hasn't kept up with physics.
He didn't.
But a closer inspection...
He said philosophy, you fucking moron.
He wasn't talking about ethics, he was talking about metaphysics.
Yeah, he never meant... I've read that book and I'm pretty sure he doesn't mention ethics anywhere in it.
I can't remember it.
Yeah.
So how long is
the subject reveals quite the opposite. Physics actually hasn't kept up with ethics.
Because it's got nothing to do with ethics.
Because ethics is ethics, and physics, guess what, is physics.
Okay, to take this into something that I can understand, that is pretty much like saying,
I'm gonna be back in
you know, the people at the Guinness factory haven't kept up to terms with wine brewing. Because they're not a fucking wine brewer, you spastic.
Yeah.
Why did I join?
Because you like to torture yourself.
Only on weekends. Oh wait, never
And
mind.
it's Saturday.
Okay. By the way, I've now got my coping mechanism here. So
I'm
hope
halfway
there's a-
through my coping mechanism.
yes.
I bought a coping mechanism today, and I would like to say I hope your coping mechanism has a lot of heroin in it.
Well, it's Irish whiskey, so here we go.
So you know it's the good shit.
Oh, come off it, man. Our whiskey's far better than what you paddies can do. So.
Hey, go ahead and fuck yourself, mate.
Alright, let's not start that. We're going to start the troubles in a second if we keep this up. Let's
The
carry on.
troubles are starting anyway, don't worry about it.
The recognition of the existence of free will and consciousness is the foundation of compassion for all living things. It is the core principle from which the vast majority of ethics spring. No human civilization can achieve lasting peace without the acknowledgement that human beings have consciousness and free will, and yet these are the very ideas that are now
Free will has
branded
nothing to
as
do with it,
unscientific
and no
by the
one
vast
denies
majority of
consciousness.
the
How many times do we
conventional
have to say
scientific
this?
community. They didn't just leave God out of their equations, you see. They left out our...
Right. Science makes no comment on God either way. It ignores, it's nothing to do with science. How
Why-
many
why
times has
did
this
he-
been said, like, science makes no comment on the supernatural. If it did, then it wouldn't be supernatural then. That's
Yeah,
basically the
I think-
scientific principle.
Isn't the basic definition of science the study of the natural world?
Yeah.
And isn't supernatural's definition something that can't be explained through natural means?
Yes.
Kind of seems like the two are almost, what's the word I'm looking for? Oh yeah, income fucking compatible.
for humanity as well. Under the brand of science, we are all meaningless, soulless, biochemical robots who have all fooled ourselves into thinking that we are somehow self-aware.
Jackass.
Self-awareness
I'm sorry,
and
but
observing
those
the
of us who have
observer.
actually studied science.
I find it odd to be
have not
criticizing
come to
an
that
eminent
conclusion.
physicist over the issue of consciousness. Yet, despite the fact that Hawking is one of the most renowned thinkers in the world, I stand firm in the belief that to deny the existence of consciousness in fellow human beings is a dangerous, dark pathway that can only lead to suffering and death. It is, in essence, a denial of the value of life itself. That is why, on this point in particular, Hawking is wrong. Dead wrong, to be more specific.
He never
Even
said
worse,
that.
Hawking is providing a justification for the mass killing of plants, animals, and even human beings, all under the name of science. Because if consciousness is only an illusion, then even suffering is not real. And the ethical treatment of fellow human beings,
And by
an
the
idea
way,
grounded in the
suffering is
religious texts
definitely
of
real.
all major world...
There's suffering.
Okay, why is it that, I know we're all in, like, masochists here and we like insulting people, but why the fuck? That's my question. Just,
This is destroying me, this one. I never thought we'd actually ever get a PWNage where it would actually get...
Oh, we have a Holocaust denier in the chat room.
Do we?
Looks
Oh
like it.
God, please, can we talk to him? This might be a little bit more entertaining.
Iron Skies,
Religions, by the
if you
way,
think the
is immediately
Holocaust was-
rendered null and void. A rogue government, and which government isn't rogue these days, it seems, could take
Jesus.
these writings and use them as a
Define rogue.
scientific basis for committing unspeakable horrors
I'm guessing
against
9/11's coming
humanity.
up soon.
But how do I know Hawking is truly wrong on this point? A skeptic
A
of
point that
everything
he
I've said
doesn't
here
say.
might
Point
ask,
that he-
quite
yeah,
correctly,
exactly. It's-
how do you know
You should
there
look
is
up
free
the
will and
definition of a
consciousness
straw man.
reflected throughout the living beings in our universe?
I think
The
we should
honest
show
answer
them what
is-
a Wicker Man is.
Yes.
I just want to say this guy is his thing of, you know, rogue governments and what governments aren't rogue. Does he believe that what makes a rogue government is, you know, controversial, not controversial, like laws being passed? Because that shit has been around since the dawn of any form of government. The essence of a good compromise is leaving both parties unsatisfied. And to, I think it was Kitch that said, you know, what makes a rogue government?
That was me.
Oh, Marty. I think that what makes a rogue government is that when they have like their symbol, which is like an eagle for America or Germany or whatever, it wears like a little mask over its eyes so you can't see it, and it says stand and deliver, and therefore it's a rogue. I'm trying my best to interject this with humor, but
Yes.
it sounds meaningless to me. I'm sorry.
Yeah.
A rogue government, I mean, that can mean so many different things.
Yeah. But I've got a feeling 9/11's coming up soon.
Yeah, and I'm guessing he believes it was an inside job.
Is that I cannot know with certainty that other beings possess free will and consciousness. I can only know that I possess free will and consciousness. I can't disprove the notion to offer a seemingly...
Stop. There's a simple experiment that you could do to illustrate why you can't. Let's say you're gonna go and order pizza. Okay, you can choose anything on the menu. Doesn't have to be pizza, or it can be a fancy restaurant if you prefer that. Okay, what are you gonna order? Why? Because you wanted that, right? Did you choose to want it?
no, because we're all robots, and you know, biochemistry and Hawkins is a new world order.
The thing is, having will means you want something. Having free will typically means having the freedom to choose whatever you want, which means you are going to choose what you want, which is exactly what you would have chosen if you didn't have free will.
Shall we carry on?
I hope someone thought that made sense.
It kind of makes sense.
Yeah, you can't tell whether you have free will or whether you're just programmed. Because either way, you'd make the same choice. And Lundy is probably ready.
That everybody
ready to kill
else
me
is
now.
actually just a highly complex biological robot placed here for the sole purpose of entertaining me, the single and sole conscious being in the universe. It seems silly, doesn't it?
Yes.
A far more likely explanation
This
is
whole
that
video
some,
seems
or
silly.
even most human beings, do possess souls and consciousness.
Appeal to
Prove it.
However, I do believe
no one
it is
denies
possible
consciousness.
that there are some soulless humans walking among us who operate without consciousness, without self-awareness, and who are incapable of grasping derivative concepts such as compassion or empathy.
They're
Those
called
soulless,
sociopaths.
mindless people tend to
even
either end up
sociopaths
as
have
pathological and
consciousness.
violent criminals or corporate executives of powerful multinational
jeez.
organizations,
Here we go.
such as drug companies or biotech seed manufacturers. This is perhaps why the actions of so many corporations we see today place no value on human life. These corporations may actually be led by soulless biochemical robots who operate with practical intelligence.
Kitch, you can speak as a soulless biochemical robot involved in all this.
Yeah. Yeah, corporations are amoral.
Oh, Jesus.
That's they have to. I actually don't know what to say. That's not like it's not that simply. It's not that black and white.
This is just...
Companies have bills to pay. That's the whole point of being in business. To make money. But there are, you know, just the fact that you're making money doesn't make you evil.
Yeah.
And look, we can argue about how much executives should make. That's one issue. But then you have the simple matter of companies have employees.
Yeah.
They need to pay their employees to work there. Otherwise, they will go work somewhere else because they have bills to pay. They need to make money. That means the company needs to make money, even if the people in charge aren't greedy assholes.
Well, and may I point out, we are now featured on the front page of On. This
To anyone watching on the front page of Vaughn, please, escape while you can.
Yeah.
If you're really wanting to see 4 people utterly torture themselves, I don't know what state we're going to be in at the end of this.
If you
Probably drunk.
Yeah.
If you want to see 4 drunk people torment themselves, I think RedTube has plenty of videos on that.
Yes, but let's carry on.
But lack anything resembling a conscience. These biological human robots would very well fit the description of humans that Hawking presents. The trouble with Hawking's theory, though, is that he applies it to everyone. And while none of us can be absolutely sure about the state of consciousness in others, those of us which possess a sense of self-awareness can be certain that Hawking is wrong about us.
What?
The next obvious question then is, how do I know that I possess consciousness and free will? Francis Crick and most other conventional neurologists believe that...
Wait, he's not a neurologist. You already said that earlier. Francis Crick is a biochemist, isn't he, Kitch? At least I think that.
Yes.
And he just said Francis Crick and other neurologists. He's not a
He's not a neurologist. I'm going to make sure of that.
He's misquoting things he's already said in this documentary.
Don't call this a documentary.
Oh, fuck.
He's misquoting things
Actually,
he's
hold on.
already said in this conspiracy rag put to film.
Yes.
Better?
He's misquoting himself now.
Can I just say, there's
consciousness
3
is
things.
an illusion created by certain neurons in the brain. If they could just find the consciousness neurons, they would have consciousness explained, they believe.
Right. Listen, I'm going to quote, well, Matt Dillahunt, he's covered this a lot, but I think he said that consciousness is an emergent property of the brain. We don't fully understand it yet, but we are getting a decent grounding in it. And no one's got anything to say to that.
This is a case of reductionism ad absurdum. Answering that is easy, actually. Consciousness is revealed through the realization of self-awareness.
What?
What the hell does that mean?
What are you on?
And isn't consciousness and self-awareness pretty much the same thing?
Yes.
So you have a circular thingy there. I don't even want to call it a circular argument because it's not an argument.
It's just,
But
it's ad hoc, isn't it?
it's
just
bullshit, plain and simple.
Which is
There's
the waking
3 things
equivalent
that are-
of lucid dreaming. To awaken in a dream and recognize the active role of your own mind in creating the dream is one level
How
of
did he
consciousness
get to
awakening.
This
To
has
achieve the same
nothing
thing
to
at
do
a
with-
higher level, the waking level,
What
is to
are you
realize the
talking
existence
about?
of one's own consciousness. This is sometimes referred to as being enlightened.
What?
It is a process achieved not through mathematics, but through self-reflection, observing.
What? Dreaming and realizing that you're in a dream. Yeah, I've done that. Does that make me enlightened? What's your point? What does this have to do with anything? And by the way, lucid dreaming is still dreaming. It's not real.
No, because
It's actually, here's a funny thing. It's actually possible that the whole being aware that I'm dreaming thing is just a part of the dream.
also, we're all just in the Matrix, and we need Keanu Reeves. But I just want to say there are 3 things that are getting me through this. 1, the company. 2, the alcohol. And 3, the fact that I've completely tuned out and I'm listening to music.